Hello children, this is Nilesh Yadav and we shall continue the chapter of functions today. And today we shall be learning about composite functions. Composite, the word composite itself says that it is a mixture of two functions, right? Composite means more than one function. A composite function is formed when the output from one function is fed into the second function. Now try to understand this, right? Suppose I have two functions, fx and gx. Suppose I substitute the value of x over here in f and I get the output, and I substitute this output in g. I will get g of fx, right? I substituted some value of x in f, I got an output, I substituted the value of output in g and I got the final output, right? So this will be called g of fx. Suppose I took g first and substituted this g in the function, I will get output, right? So depending on the function which we are substituting, we have f of gx means g substituted in f and g of fx, fx substituted in g. See the schematic diagram. I took a value of x, substituted in machine g, that is function g. I got the output gx and I substituted that output in machine f, that is function f, and finally I'll be getting f of gx, f of gx. Okay children, now see children, what is now, I will show you by Venn diagram what is g of fx and f of gx, right? In this question I'll be showing you f of gx. This is values of x and I'm having a relation, I'm having a function gx, okay? I'm having a relation. These are the values of x. I'm having a relation g. When I substitute x in g, I will get the output. I will get the output and I substitute that output in f. In f, I will get another output. So this will be called f of gx, f of gx. See the color combination also. The domain of g is this green color. I got the range from the codomain. This can be called as codomain. This is domain. Okay. Always remember that the range is a part of codomain. Range is a part of codomain. This is range. Range is a part of codomain. Okay. So I got the range. Now I will substitute that range in f. In f. Function f, and I will get an output. I will get an output. Okay children, and the combined output would be represented by this light blue color, okay? Because there are some other values also over here. If I substitute this value, I may get this value which is not in f of gx, okay, but in fx. So the combined output would be this. Okay children, let us move ahead. Now what are functions in mathematics? A function is a relation between set of input and set of permissible outputs. Please pay emphasis on this word, right? Permissible outputs with the property that each input is related to exactly one output. Let A and B be two non-empty sets. Mapping from A to B will be a function only when every element in set A has one and only one image in set B. See, this is in A and this is in B and they are related to each other by function fx. 1 is connected to P, 2 is connected to P and 3 is connected to Q. This is a function. Okay, this is also called as, this is a function and it is a relation from A to B. Now look over here. 1 is connected to P. Now 2 is connected to P and Q both. So this cannot be called as a function. Okay, children? Now see. This is our domain. The values of X. Okay. This will be our codomain. And see, this is our range. This is the range. The yellow color represents our range. Formal definition of a function. A function relates each element of set with exactly one element of another set, possibly the same set. Okay. See, each and every element of this set X is connected with one element of Y, right? This element is connected to this blue dot, yellow dot, and this element is also connected to yellow dot. It doesn't matter, right? This is a function. This is a function. Okay. What cannot be a function? Suppose this is connected to other value also, then it won't be called a function. Domain, codomain, and the range. I just showed you that this is domain, this is codomain, and this is range. Okay. I hope this is clear. Set A is called domain, B called codomain, and the selected values of B for which we find a relation from A is called the range. 1-1 function. If each element in the domain of a function has a distinct image in the codomain, the function is said to be 1-1. See, every element over here is connected to every distinct element in the other set Y. Then this is called 1-1 function. Okay, children? Say linear function is a 1-1 function. Many one. On the other hand, if there are at least two elements in the domain whose images are same. See, can you see this? This value and this value, they are having the same image. Okay, they are having the same image. So this will be called many to one. Many to one. Suppose I give you an example. Fx equals to x square plus 1 is a many one function. Okay. Composite function we just talked. F of gx means substituting the value of g in fx, and g of fx means substituting the value of fx in g. Now inverse function. Suppose I have a function fx equals to 2x plus 1. Only keep in your mind that only it is possible to find inverse if the function is 1-1. Okay, children? For other function we have to constrain the domains. Okay. Over here, this is a linear function, children. For each and every value of x, I will get a distinct value of fx, that is y. Suppose I consider this as y equals to 2x plus 1, and I plot the point by taking different values of x. I'll take different values of x and I will get y, that is fx. Okay. -1, 0, 1, 2, -2, -3, all these different values. I will be getting different values of y, that is fx. Suppose I substitute the value of x as -1. I will get 2 into -1 plus 1. -2 plus 1 is -1. 0, 2 into 0 plus 1, 1. 2 into, I substitute the value of x as 1, then 2 into 1. 2 into 1 is 2, 2 plus 1, 3. Like that, right? Okay. Now, if I plot the graph, I'll be getting this as the graph, right? This red line is my actual graph. Okay. Now, always remember that, suppose I have a function fx, f inverse x will be the mirror image where around the line y equals to x. Y equals to x. Suppose let me draw the y equals to x line. This is y equals to x. Okay. Y equals to x. Hope this is visible to your children. Y equals to x. Okay, this is my line. Now, the inverse function, the image of the inverse function would be the image image of this red line in line y equals to x. This is y equals to x, and the image of this part is this part. The angles would be same over here, and for this part the image would be this for inverse function. Okay children, I hope this is clear. And how to find the image? Suppose I am having fx equals to 2x. How to find the inverse? Sorry, fx equals to 2x plus 1. Now substitute y equals to, in place of fx put y equals to 2x plus 1. Make x as a subject. So y minus 1 equals to 2x. I took this on the left hand side, and x would be y minus 1 upon 2. Now replace y with x. So f inverse of this function would be x minus 1 upon 2. I can separate it, x by 2 minus 1 by 2. Okay children, see, I have done it over here. When we got this, now we have to replace y with x, and this will be my inverse function. Okay children, see, fx and f inverse of x are mirror images about the line y equals to x. Very important point children. I'll be asking you all to draw the sketches of function and their images. See over here, this is my function, and this is line y equals to x, and this is the image of inverse function. Okay, that will be the mirror image about the line y equals to x. Okay children, clear? Let us move ahead. See, this is my function over here. So the mirror image around the line y equals to x is this. This is the graph of inverse function. Now see, suppose this is function and this is inverse function. The domain of original function becomes the range of inverse function. Okay, are you getting this children? The domain of function becomes the range of inverse function, and the range of the function becomes the domain of the inverse function. Okay children, I hope this is clear. See, 1 is connected to A, 2 with B, 3 with C, and 4 with D. So inverse would be A connected to 1, B connected to B, to 2, and C connected to 3, and D connected to 4. Now see, I am having a function fx equals to this. Fx equals to 2x plus 5, where x belongs to a real number, and gx is 3x minus 2. X belongs to a real number, but I have constrained the value of x in g. Be very attentive for this. Okay, here I don't have any constraints, but I have constrained my values of g. X belongs to real number, but limited real numbers only, minus 2 to 5. Okay children, so I have to find f of g. F of gx means substitute the function gx. What was gx? It was 3x minus 2 in f. Now what was f? It was 2 into x plus 5. 2 into x plus 5. Now instead of x, I'll be substituting g over here. Okay, 3x minus 2. So 2 3 are 6x minus 4 plus 5, that is 6x plus 1. 6x plus 1. Okay, now see children, f of gx will be dependent on g first. Okay, f of gx will be dependent on g first, right? Okay, because I'll be getting limited values of g over here, which will be substituted in f. So my domain would be, my x would obviously it will belong to real number, as it is given that it belongs to real number, but I will have to put a constraint over here that x must be greater than equal to minus 2 but less than equal to 5. Why? For f of gx, my values of x, that is the domain, would be greater than equal to -2 but less than equals to 5, because the output of this composite function will totally depend on gx. Fine children, this is clear? Now let us talk about f square x, means f of fx. Substitute function fx, that is 2x plus 5, in the function itself, that is 2x plus 5, that is 2x plus 5. Okay, so it will be 4x plus 10 plus 5, that is 4x plus 15. Now see children, over here the function fx, the domains are real number, okay, and no constraint is given. So f of fx, the domain for f of fx would also be a real number. No need to put any constraint over here. Okay children, this is clear. From the function 1, f of, okay, why do the functions in 1, g of f and g square, do not exist? Okay, very interesting question children. Suppose g of fx means what? Substitute fx, that is 2x plus 5, in g. So I'll be getting 3 into x minus 2, and I'll substitute 2x plus 5. 3 2s are 6x plus 3 5s are 15 minus 2. That is 6x plus 50 minus 2 is 13. Is there any mistake over here? 3 2s are 6 plus 15 minus 2. Okay, clear? There is a mistake, I think. Just a minute. No, this is absolutely correct. Actually, they haven't asked g of fx. What are they saying? They have asked g of f1. Why do the functions g of f, suppose for this function fx, the domain is any number, any natural number, any real number. Suppose I substitute 1 over here. I'll get 2 into 1 plus 5, that is 7. Now g of f1, can I take the value of f over here 7 for g? Is it possible to obtain g7? See, we have restrictions over here, that value of x, whatever value we are going to substitute in the g, in the function g, must be between -2 to 5. I have a constraint. Due to this constraint, it is not possible for me to find g of f. Okay. Now g square. G square means, suppose I take the value g of g3. Okay. So substitute 3 into 3 minus 2, that is 3 3 are 9, 9 minus 2 is 7. Is it possible to get g7? No, again over here. No, not possible, right children? So I cannot have g of f and g square. Okay. Let's move ahead, and here are some questions which I am giving you as a homework. Try it by yourself and try to practice more questions. Search on net and you will find more questions. These are some limited questions which I am giving you as homework. Okay children, please pause the video and note down these questions. This would be very helpful to you all children. Okay, on the questions which we have practiced just now, we saw some examples. These questions are based on the same type of questions. Okay, inverse function, we have also studied inverse function, that the domain of the function changes to range, and the range of the function changes to domain of the inverse function. Okay, the inverse of 1-1 mapping is another 1-1 mapping, and that is also a function. So inverse is also a function for 1-1 mapping. Okay, thus only 1-1 functions have inverse. Okay, see, f of f inverse x equals to f inverse of fx, and you will get the value x. Linear functions are 1-1, and so they all have inverse. Very important. The function is defined as fx equals to 2x plus phi and x belongs to real number. Find the inverse of this function. So y equals to 2x plus phi, y minus phi equals to 2x. So x would be y minus phi upon 2. So f inverse of x would be x minus phi upon 2, or you can say x by 2 minus phi by 2. Okay. Sketch the graph, right? How would you sketch the graph? You'll find the values of fx at different x. Suppose you say minus 3, minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, 3. You will get the values of fx over here, and that will be considered as y while plotting the graph. Suppose I substitute x equals to minus 3. So 2 into minus 3 minus 6. Minus 6 plus 5 is minus 1. Okay. Suppose I substitute the value of x as minus 2. So 2 into minus 2 is minus 4. Minus 4 plus 1 is minus 4 plus 5 is 1. I substituted the value of x as minus 1. I will get 2 into minus 1 minus 2 plus 5, that is 3. 2 into 0 plus 5. 2 into 1. 2 into 1 plus 5, that is 7, and so on. Okay. So thereby you will sketch the graph. Suppose the graph is something like this. Suppose you are getting the graph as this. So like I should have drawn it properly. Okay, let me change the color. Suppose this is the graph of the function fx. Okay. So its mirror image would be like this. Okay, this would be the mirror image, that is f inverse of x. Okay children, in which line? In line y equals to, it will be a reflection, mirror image in line y equals to x, in line y equals to x. Where is this line y equals to x? This is the line y equals to x. Okay, this is the line y equals to x. I hope this is clear children. Now we have to describe the relation between the two graphs, right? I just told you that it will be the mirror image about the line y equals to x. Okay, I have also provided the solution. See the solution. This was our graph, this is our function, graph of function. This will be the mirror image of the function, that is inverse. This is function, and this will be graph of inverse function about the line y equals to x. Okay children, when you are sketching the graph of function, and always keep the axis scale the same. The axis scale must be the same. Also include the line y equals to x, draw at 45 degree, right? This line must make angle 45 degree with x axis and 45 degree with y axis. Okay, and then you have to take the reflection image. These are also your homework questions. Please try to complete this on time. Inverse function, these are the functions. Okay, and you have to find the inverse. These are some more questions as homework. Okay, that's all for today. Tomorrow we shall continue with many one functions. Okay children, I hope you all understood these questions and try to solve by yourself. There are around 30 to 35 questions for homework. Please try to solve them, and if you face any problem, please do contact me. Thank you children. Have a good day. Stay home, stay safe.